We're basically just very angry rectangles at this point, with a couple of triangles thrown on the end. Let's put away the flashlight. Yeah, I mean, it's still not lagging. Poor Krampus. Oh! Oh, he saw us! Oh, he actually saw us! Intriguing. He has no idea how to get to us, but he did see us. Oh yeah, he saw us again. Cool. Cool, that's very cool. I've lied to you. I've lied to you so aggressively. Because if you've been paying attention, and if you've checked the schedule, you will know that right now, I am supposed to be playing Skyrim. But we're not. We're playing Krampus is Home. Why have I committed such an atrocious sin against you, the viewer? Because I really wanted to play Krampus is Home. I'm going to be honest with you. I just finished editing all the videos for Krampus is Home for the YouTube. And I really liked this game. I really enjoyed it. So I wanted to pop back in here briefly. We are going to go back into the game and mess around. We're going to get killed a lot. We're going to hopefully make Krampus and crew look ridiculous. We will see. But first thing that I wanted to test, and I was going to test this before I started just out of curiosity, but I figured why not bring you along for the ride, is we beat the game. What happens if we hit continue? So let's go ahead and do that right now. Interesting. So if we hit continue, it just pops us right back out at the end of the game. Right? You're on me, right? Come on over here. Good. What are you gonna do? Nothing. You're gonna completely give up your hunt. That's fair. I understand. Oi! Hey, Krampus. There you go. Make sure he's still on us. Yeah, he's still on us. Right? Yep, still here. Okay. That's what I expected. What about the elf? Hey! There we go. He saw us now. Yep, alright, so here he comes. So the theory is that he'll keep coming. Nope. He won't come out here either. So this is just automatic safety from all of them. That's what this is. So we've immediately found a huge exploit. Hit this present just for the heck of it. And this one too. Oh, Nutcracker's still a thing. Are you gonna follow me? Nope. This is interesting. Okay, yeah. Are you gonna get me? I don't think you can. I don't think either of them can. Yeah. Oh, buddy. He can't do anything about it. Alright. Since we're not actually trying to win, let's go ahead. Hi, Rudolph. I don't think you can get me either, right? I know you see me, but I don't think you can actually hit me, can you? Nope. You can't be bothered either. Alright, so now, since we're not trying to win, we're gonna piss this guy off. Oh, yeah, he hurt us. He can't get to right here either. Wow. Hey, goat man. Does he hear me walking? Yes, he does hear me walking. So it was just crouch walking that worked. How good is your hearing? Pretty good. Interesting. So when I sprint, he comes to where I was sprinting, but then he doesn't actually notice me until he's closer. So I'm guessing the game places down a beacon of a loud noise, and then the Nutcracker likely goes to that location and then patrols around. Right? Obviously, he has to be within a certain radius of me. But now we know that there are safe zones, there are safe boxes in this game, that the enemies will not follow you. Anyone else just see that make like electricity? I'm curious if the puppet actually forgot about us. There's another bell over there. If the puppet actually forgot about us, or if it's been slowly and carefully crawling through the house this whole time. Oh, there's 2 bells here. Piece of cake. It's a pretty angry noise. Cannot move when a human within sight stays still. Move slower than humans. Can only move forward and backward. Oh. Oh, so this is giving us a lot of information. Assuming they play by similar rules. Hates water. Cannot move when making eye contact. Can only move forward and backward. So the puppet and Rudolph can't corner, is what that's implying. Can only see humans when they make a sound. Can only move forward and backward. Oh, they're bots. Okay, cool. I appreciate that they have a bot mechanic, because I figured I would just be stuck. So we have 4 humans. I would also like to file a formal complaint, because spoiler alert, that human on the bottom right...
She's an evil witch.
Ah, dang it, I wanted to do it. Alright. I said we were only going to do this once. I've lied to you. Let's do that one more time. This time, I would like to play as the main man himself. So it's us, our lady, who is apparently on both teams, and then the elf. So they're screwed, basically, is what I'm saying. Place and remove. Ooh, explosive gifts, you say? Oh! Yeah. The timing on when to scare them is very specific. Wow, that present scare sticks around for a long time. That's gonna do it for that. Last thing I want to test is there an exploit location at the house? We're starting down here. Okay. So my assumption is, if we can find somewhere that has collision... Well... That's an interesting find. Every now and then, I'm not pushing jump. I'm pushing jump sometimes here, but the first time we walked into this corner, it made us continuously jump. Eh. Oh, the developers were pretty consistent with their not letting you jump onto anything. Which is not good for us, which is why this box so far is the one interesting spot. I don't think that's actually going to save us, but that box did allow us to get just the tiniest hair of altitude. This box exists as well. Did that actually push us, or did I just fat finger that? Oh, we did land on the door. Okay. Okay, so we can land on the door for just a split second. Now we're on the drawer. Is that gonna push us? Yes, it is. Oh, okay, the witch gets... So the witch has projectiles, so she's probably gonna kill us either way, right? But can she just grab us? Yes. Okay. Good to know. Okay. So we can get on top of a drawer. I didn't expect that to have any sort of collision. So there is hope. There's hope that we can find a spot that is just the ultimate cheese then. Where do we go once we get onto that kitchen drawer? Because they could still reach us. If we could get onto the island, which I don't think the island is actually going to have mesh that we can stand on, but if we can get on the island, we might be able to... Alright. Alright. Yeah, I don't think that island's gonna have collision because this one doesn't. Yeah, that stool exists. Or doesn't exist, rather. These doors exist. I don't know if there'd be a way for us to get on top of the door. I don't think so. Ugh. Dang it, I thought that was gonna work. See how it lifted us for a second? This cabinet door really is our best hope at this. Yeah, alright. Well, that didn't work. So if instead we hit new game, let's do insane difficulty. We need an item that exists. It's interesting that the game tries to auto jump so much as well. Okay, the windowsills make for an interesting concept. Because you can stand on the windows. It's like, even if just the edge of this picture existed, like this top edge, and they somehow messed up the collision box on the ceiling, that would be enough to get us somewhere that we're not likely to be bothered. I don't know how they have the ceilings meshed. Like, I don't know if the ceiling actually exists. Because obviously if it does, that kitchen cabinet downstairs climbing up top and then on top of the higher kitchen cabinet won't do anything for us. But under the circumstances in which it does not exist, then we're talking. I was thinking if we could get on this railing, we could jump over to the roof of the shed. Oh, oh, anyone else see that? There's a second jump point here. You can get up to that higher point. If we get up there and then crouch. Okay. Okay. Very good. I don't think this helps us necessarily, because I think the enemies can still see us. But once again, this gives me hope. Can we just jump on this without... Oh, I'm just a fool. You don't actually have to try to close it on yourself. You can just jump on it normally. Is this drawer longer than the cabinet? Or is the cabinet longer? We're sort of in line with that. Sort of in line with that. And then we start to dip down. Okay, yeah, so the cabinet door is just a wee bit longer. Doesn't mean we can jump off of it, but... I really think getting on top of these kitchen cabinets, like the upper ones, I think that is going to be the exploit. Oh! Okay. This plant has collision mesh. If you hit it just right, is that far enough back? If we get behind this plant, is that far enough back that they can't get to us? Again, the elf, no matter what we do, I think the elf is going to be a problem. Interesting that these items actually do have collision on the tops. Because if every item has collision, it's just really, really high or hard to get to. That means that we can really break the game. We just have to find the right spot. Can we trick the game? The good old crouch jump. Does the crouch jump actually do anything? Interesting. Okay, hang on. Jump, crouch, nothing. Jump, hold down, crouch, and you crouch when you land. So the game registers your crouch button, even if it's already depressed. Good to know. So that would mean if we do hit a collision box when we're on top of the plant, and we're holding down the crouch button, it should crouch us on top of the plant, right? Okay, it tried to crouch us. We were hitting that mesh. Right there, it happened again. Okay, yeah, so the crouching does make it a little bit easier to get on top of some obstacles. Oh, we could just jump straight onto the cabinets. We don't even need that door. Okay, so theoretically, if I open this, I jump and crouch. My character will try to crouch at the next available collision box, right? Oh! Did anyone else see that? That's what we call a smoking gun of glitches. Oh, I actually went through it that time. Oh, we're making progress. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. The crouch jump is the key, which is true in a lot of games for glitching, by the way. If you ever want to break a game, and there's a crouch mechanic and a jump mechanic, and you can somehow combine the two, it is likely that you will be able to find some sort of exploit that the makers did not think of and or didn't correct for. Which, I don't think is a bad thing. I think games are enhanced by their glitches. That's a very controversial opinion that I have, but I love finding glitches in games. Alright, we should go and try to mess around with some other locations around the yard. Okay, this window. Oh, the soccer ball exists. It exists, but can we stand on it? Because if we can, I don't expect this to actually exist. It doesn't like to get cornered. You can stand on it. Oh. Because that theoretically means if these things do have collision boxes that are just higher. Was it stuck on me or was it stuck on the collision box of the speaker? Man, the collision boxes make me angry. Yeah, that's definitely fair. They seem somewhat inconsistent. So that makes me think that it's not like they took this plant asset and then just copy and pasted it everywhere. Which, I mean, they did for the actual design of the plant, but as far as the collision box, I don't think that they took the collision box and copy and pasted it. I think they custom did that. Because I can get on top of this plant pretty easily, but I can't get on top of those. And this is clearly the same plant asset. Is it the angle of the plant? Because if they did literally just copy and paste this and drop it down, like if we say that that's the east wall, on the west side of this plant, do I think everything is made with assets? Most everything, yeah, I really do. Especially for this game, because it's made in Unity. Like, it would be a lot more work than I think they need to put into it to make something like this fudge roll. And I could be wrong. Developers, if I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to, like, belittle your game. Most 3D indie games. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah, like Halo, they obviously custom made a lot of stuff. But even in games like that, you'll find different rocks that were copy and pasted. So if you find a rock in the first level of a AAA game and you can get on top of it in one direction, usually if you find that same rock somewhere else in the game, you will oftentimes be able to get on top of that rock as well. So my thinking with this now is maybe they did copy and paste the collision, but because it's on the east wall here, the exploitable part is this west side of the plant. Or I guess it'd be more the southwest side of the plant, because we can get up, but we can't do so on this. So is it just that the box is at a slightly different height? If that is the case, then we'll be able to jump on that plant right there. But let's try it on this one first. Oh. Okay. Hang on. Maybe not. Okay, so we still have the soccer ball, which is our saving grace here. Oh man, we can't test it here. This would be a great plant to be on top of as well, because I doubt Krampus and the reindeer can get past these stools. Oh, okay, that was really, really good glitch. That was really beneficial to us. There's not a lot of 2D assets, so it's more appealing to me, top-downs or 2D games, because every art is different. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's also a lot easier for the game developers to make the 2D assets, because Okay, this ball is definitely a key to some glitches. I just don't know exactly how. Ugh. Anyway, when you have to create a 3D stool, you obviously have to draw every section of it. Like you don't necessarily need to custom draw it. Some people do. Some like big developers will do that and spend the time. Some little developers do as well. It's just that is really expensive. Like these lights, these are definitely just a somewhat copy and pasted version of these lights. And then these are just copy and pasted along the entire length of the wall, right? Like that longer strand is the same as that longer strand. But with the 3D asset, you have to draw or at least create the dynamics of this underside leg of the stool and each of these slats individually. So it makes designing it, or at least making it replicable, much more difficult, I think. I am speaking out of ignorance, but that is how I understand it to be. This ball can make us fly. It's just a matter of... Okay, that 100% confirms that this plant... Well, it doesn't 100% confirm. It probably closer to like 90 or 95% confirms that that plant can't be exploited. Because we just went flying. Go on. Go on, little soccer ball. Go on. It is surprisingly difficult for me to actually interact with this. So I can interact with that side of the ball. Ow. Okay, didn't really mean to do any of that. I just can't interact with that side of the ball at all. I can't interact with the ball from this direction. Interesting. But I can interact with it from this side. I can push it. How did they draw this ball? And why is it like that? Fun fact, Left 4 Dead 2. If you play Left 4 Dead 2, there are a couple of breaker boxes like this. You can exploit most of those and get all the way up on top of the maps. And it's very fun. They'll have there's like a little round electric meter reader off the front, like it's a circle about yay big. And if you jump repeatedly at it at just the right angle, you can get on top of that and then get on top of the box itself. And there's a couple points in Left 4 Dead that you could just climb up. Pretty much just all the way to the top of the roof. That is a very fun exploit. So we do like a cabinet door. Because the cabinet doors, since they move, they have to exist. And if they exist, it means that we can abuse them. We are going to go outside and try to hobble around on some trees and stuff. I think up there, if we could get on top of the hitbox for the actual building, I think that would be the absolute safest place for us. But that seems pretty wishful. I wonder if backwards jumping does anything special in this game. Ugh. Okay. Okay, so on Insane, he'll still lose interest in the hunt. Oh, okay, he forgot. I don't know why I hadn't thought about getting on top of this fence before right now. Yeah, I see him. I see him, game. Does he just keep forgetting because we're in sort of a tutorial section of the game, or is he forgetting because we're hitting a box in the world that he doesn't know where we are? Oh! That's how you do it. That right there, that is exactly how you do it. Okay. Easy. Easy peasy. Now, before we replicate this, I want to know how far the world geometry actually goes. I knew there'd be something. I knew if we messed around long enough, we'd be able to find something. Because no game is perfect. You can't. There's no way. There's always going to be some weird line of code in exactly the right order that's going to break whatever you have built. Speaking of, will it crash the game if I jump out of bounds even further? Nope. We're just free. Alright, well, see you later, Rudolph. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. Awesome. Oh. Oh, we're reaching the edge of the world box here. What was that sound effect? It's an interesting sound effect. So we've fallen out of the world box. Different games handle this differently. We might be just falling endlessly. But the game should start to struggle more and more as I'm getting further away from the box. Because it won't know where I am or where to put me. And the further we fall outside of the area that it has rendered, the more nothingness theoretically that it has to render, right? I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, please. But the more we fall out of the rendered area, I think the more that it has to think about where we are and how far we are in relation to the actual map. It's not struggling at all yet. Oh, yep, there's the stutters. You see the tips of the fingers? See him stuttering? That's our flashlight. It should only get worse from here. Okay, so that's what happens when we look down. Inventory? I can't open my inventory anymore. Still put away the flashlight. If we look up, that's the view we get. Oh, oh. Oh, look at the light coming off the wash face. So this is the exact reaction that we were expecting from falling out of the world box. The actual game, it's not laggy at all at this point. Clearly the character model has had better days, but the actual game itself, we're fine. I have no weird audio glitches either at this point. It's pretty casual. We're basically just very angry rectangles at this point, with a couple of triangles thrown on the end. Let's put away the flashlight. Yeah, I mean, it's still not lagging. I'm so happy right now. I'm so satisfied. I'm so happy. Because, I mean, it's still chugging. It's still chugging along just fine. We have no actual lag at all. It's handling this just swimmingly. It barely seems to care. And our arms are just going to get worse. So, let's start from last checkpoint. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do that glitch again. We're going to make sure that it is replicable, that we can back into that wall. Okay, it is not the easiest glitch to perform. Oh, there we go. There we go. We got it. And we're out. Okay, so looking ever so slightly towards this gate seems to make it easier. Because the hardest part of this is supposed to be surviving. It's supposed to be difficult to get through the night. But if we are somewhere that they absolutely cannot get to us, I don't think surviving the night is really going to be that much of an issue. We're on top of the wall now. Oh, interesting. See, now that's interesting. That's the hitbox for the gazebo. Because Rudolph is now coming for us. Can the elf get us when we're in this location? That's a question that we're going to be asking. Oh. Oh, interesting. That's the whole hitbox of the maze. So we're on top of the entire hitbox area, the entire mesh of the maze right now. That's cool. That's smart for them to put a mesh over the whole thing to keep people from getting out of the map and getting on top of the maze. Because even if we were to get like on top of this angle thing, we wouldn't have been able to get out of the maze. So that was smart. That was a good decision on the developer's part. They were too lazy to make out band walls, so they put a big box. I mean, honestly, sometimes, especially if you're an indie developer and you have very limited resources and you're trying to make a game that has as much content as this game has, I understand. Like, setting up the actual boundaries for this whole maze and then making sure that you couldn't exploit it. Like, if they just put an invisible wall along the entire outside edge, but then I was still able to get up on top of this and then stand in the corner and Rudolph couldn't reach me, that's enough of an exploit to mess up the game, I say, as we're literally walking across the top of the maze. So I understand wanting to just put a simple, easy solution on top of everything and call it a day. My question is, where does this hitbox end? Right there. So it ends pretty much at the edge of the sidewalk. So they have a safety hitbox right above where my head is hitting right now. Cool. That's pretty fun. It's probably this post right here. I think that's where the exploit actually is. I think we have to hit that post from a higher spot. Jerk. Apparently he didn't like that I called him jerk. I don't blame him. Alright. Come on. Oh, there we go. Ah, dang it. So it is on this, it's in this section of mesh right here. If they see us, I'm just gonna let him grab us. There's no point in trying to kite him away and get back over here. We could just save time and die. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Just like that, we're done. So the only question that I still have is, will the elf try to kill me? We don't have to worry about Krampus anymore, clearly. Can I squirt the elf when he's in the maze? Oh, Rudolph is really freaking confused. Oh, buddy. He has no idea how to get to us. Sorry, Rudolph. Oh, here comes the elf. Okay, this is what we were after. Okay, we can spray him with water. Yep. Yep. That's all there is to it. Rudolph is still just disco dancing his way. I really like this game, and I really like breaking games. I think we broke the elf as well. It's 1 a.m. Oh, okay, Krampus is taking the elf away. He's also now just disco dancing. Oh, Rudolph fixed himself. Oh wait, there's Krampus. Hey, 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 I'm up here. Hey, Krampus! Krampus! Okay, that's fine, I suppose. They can't touch us. Because their box of travel is the edge of this maze, and then the edge of the fence area in the house. And if we were to glitch their AI out of the map, I have no idea what would happen, but I assume it would be game breaking. I assume they want to know where to go. That is a complete assumption. I have no idea, but that is my assumption. Poor Krampus. Oh, Oh, he saw us. Oh, he actually saw us. Intriguing. He has no idea how to get to us, but he did see us. Oh yeah, he saw us again. Cool. Cool, that's very cool. Rudolph is in here. Oh, the elf is still doing his little dance. That's cool. Well, Rudolph saw me too. Let me get this out of the way. I think he can see you like that because he can see you on the balcony. You're right, actually. You're absolutely right. And there we go. Easiest insane difficulty survival possible. Where you literally don't have to do anything but jump on a fence.